Welcome back to Haunted America, your home for true American horror stories. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, because tonight's story will make you think twice before driving alone at night. So turn off the lights, put on your headphones, and let's begin tonight's tale. The house at Black Hollow Creek. In the small town of Ashfield, West Virginia, there's a narrow gravel road that locals call Black Hollow Creek Road. It twists through the woods for miles, lined with old oak trees and mist that hangs low even in the summer. Most people don't drive it after dark, not because of potholes, but because of the house that sits right in the middle of nowhere. They say it belonged to the Henderson family, who vanished in 1979. One night, the family of four, husband, wife, and 2 kids, just disappeared. The dinner table was still set, TV still on, front door wide open. The sheriff searched for months. Nothing. No bodies, no signs of struggle. Just a house that didn't want to be left alone. Fast forward to 2018. A man named Kyle Reynolds, a 27-year-old electrical contractor from Charleston, got a job repairing power lines that cut through that area. He was local. He'd heard the stories, but he didn't believe in ghosts. His company gave him a list of properties with faulty transformers. One address stood out, 1174 Black Hollow Creek Road. He laughed when he saw it. "Guess I'll meet the ghosts," he joked to his coworker. That night, the job dragged late. It was just after 9 p.m. when he reached the site. The GPS signal started glitching, and his truck radio filled with static. Finally, he saw it. A 2-story farmhouse half hidden behind trees. The porch light was flickering like a dying heartbeat. He parked, grabbed his toolkit, and started walking toward the transformer pole beside the house. The air smelled like wet earth and something faintly metallic. As he worked, he noticed something strange. The house still had curtains in the windows. Not torn, not rotten. Clean, like someone had just washed them. And behind one curtain, he swore he saw a shadow move. He froze. Then the porch light went out. "Hello," he called. No answer, only the sound of creek water running nearby. Trying to shake it off, Kyle turned his flashlight toward the window, but the glass reflected only his own light. He got back to work, climbing the pole to reset the transformer fuse. As soon as he flipped the breaker, the lights in the house came on. Every single one. Front room, kitchen, upstairs hallway. All glowing bright like someone had just returned home. Kyle jumped down, shocked. Maybe it was a power surge. Maybe. But when he turned toward his truck, someone was standing beside it. He yelled out, thinking maybe it was a local. "Hey, you can't be here. This is private." The figure didn't move. It was tall, wearing what looked like a long coat. Face hidden in shadow. Kyle's flashlight shook as he raised it, but when the beam hit the figure, it vanished. Like fog in sunlight. Heart pounding, he ran to his truck, threw his gear in the seat, and started the engine. It sputtered, then died. Battery light blinking red. Inside the cab, his radio came alive again, this time with a voice. "You shouldn't have turned the lights back on." A whisper. Cold. Flat. Human, but wrong. Kyle jumped out, fumbling for his phone. No signal, not even emergency bars. He turned toward the house again and saw someone at the upstairs window looking down at him. He couldn't make out a face, but he could feel the stare. A pressure like someone pressing a hand against his chest from 20 feet away. And then the lights started flickering one by one until the entire house went black. He bolted into the woods, stumbling through roots and mud, until he reached the main road half an hour later. When police went to check the next morning, they found Kyle's truck still there. Keys in the ignition. Driver's door open. The house was completely empty. No furniture, no curtains, no power lines even connected to the structure. When they ran the address through county records, the officer said something that still gives chills to anyone who hears it. That house was demolished in 1982. So what did Kyle see that night? A hallucination? A memory? or something that didn't want to be forgotten. 2 months later, a local hunter found Kyle's work ID floating in the creek near where the house once stood. He'd quit his job and left the state. Nobody's heard from him since, but sometimes drivers on that road say they see a flickering porch light out in the trees. And if you stop long enough, you might hear a voice through the static of your radio. Don't turn the lights back on. That was tonight's story, The House at Black Hollow Creek. If you enjoyed this tale, make sure to like, subscribe, and share with someone who loves a good American horror mystery. This is Haunted America, where every small town has a dark story waiting to be told. Until next time, keep your lights off when you pass through Black Hollow Creek.